Hi and welcome back to Sadie's Spincraft. Today's video's the first in the series of the breed study. I'm going to start with Dorset Horn. I'm not doing the full 100 grams, so I'm going to take roughly 20 grams. I say roughly because I'm not going to weigh it. I'm just going to take some off. So I'm going to go with, it's probably only about 10 or 15 gram, probably. So that's what I'm going with. And I'm going to take half of that to be dyed in a jar. I've got a jar ready. And then the other half is going to just be spun as it is. It's not as soft as I'm used to. It's definitely a medium, but I'm going to turn all these into a woolen prep because we've got a star guest for this wonderful breed study, and it's Gwen. She's coming out for the sunshine, for the spring, and for the breed study, just the breed study. So I'll spin the singles on her, but I'll ply on the Kromsky because I've only got one bobbin. Yay. For Gwen. And she is a double drive, and I really don't like taking double drives apart just to get a bobbin off anyway. So I've just got to finish treating Gwen because she does need a lot of love, and this is what I treat her wood with. I've also got, see, which one is it that's leather? It's Jackrabbit. With Jackrabbit, I end up using, is it linseed oil on the leather bit just to keep it nice and supple and not get dry and break, because Jackrabbit's just as old, maybe not quite as old actually as Gwen, but it's still quite old. But anyway, yeah, babbling. That's what I'll be doing first before we start on Gwen. So first of all, I want to put this part into the dye jar. I'm not going for anything deep. I say that, but it's me, and I'm not very good at judging how much dye I need. And it's only a tiny bit I need. I need to just do a tiny bit. So I will be using vinegar, a small coffee jar, and boiling water from the kettle. I'm going to pick a different colour for each breed, just because then I can look back and I can go, oh yeah, that's that one. Oh yeah, that's that one. But I will be writing it down in my Hand Spinners Fibre Stash book. I have done little bits in it, but it's not what I wanted to do. So starting again, and we're going to do breed study. I've got it ready. And so in here it'll do names, so I'll just put the breed, what date I've started, what weight. I'm just going to put 20 grams altogether. Colours I'll put half part natural and then whatever colour it is. And it's purchased from World of Wool. Then I'll write my notes on it, what I think, what I feel, and I'll talk to you a lot about it as well. I'm not really going to put any ideas for use because I'm hoping to just put it into a big woven project, hopefully for the wall. We'll see. And then spinning observations and would I buy it again. So yeah, that's the page for the breed study. I do have the Fleece and Fibre source book, which is a fibre artist's flipping Bible. I can't think of words just aren't coming to me. I do have it already set up for Dorset horn and polled Dorset, because obviously one's got horns, one doesn't. We'll find out if there is a difference at some point, because I need to get polled Dorset, and I think it's just normal Dorset and it's not called Dorset horn, but we'll find out. So, right, yeah, I want to do the dye part first. Now I've finished ranting. Well, it's not ranting, nattering. Going off on tangents or whatever you want to call it. So, give me 2 ticks and we'll get this jar, hot water, vinegar and dye ready. So, there's the hot water. I say hot, it's just boiled, it's just come out of the kettle. I'm going to add that much vinegar, because that much is a technical term. And we're going to use bright aqua. I just didn't want it. Ooh, I might not need to do all other than... I know that's not a good thing to do because it gets it all damp, but I was hoping that I could just bash it off, but instead we'll do it that way, because we don't want...
It's blue.
I know, it's well nice, isn't it?
Yeah. We can have a sandwich.
Yeah, go make yourself one. I'm just gonna, because it's so, I just want a little bit more in. Not a lot, just a little. Just enough. Oh, is that not pretty? It is actually aqua and not blue. So, here's the fibre. Oh, it's got my hair on it. Don't need to be dyeing my hair. And we're just gonna get that in there. There we go. And I'm just going to leave that on the side for it to do what it needs to do. And then once it's done, we'll take it out, we'll wash it and go from there. I definitely put too much in for what I've got though. But never mind, it's Sadie, it's what I do. So yeah, let's... what am I doing? Oh yeah, sorting out for a... Oh, must have got a bit hot. Sorting out for a woolen spin. Hang fire. Just going to add another clamp. And we're going to make raw legs because I want to, like I said, I'm using Gwen, so woolen spin it is. So I'm just going to turn this, put it on here and just do raw legs. Once I've got these raw legs, we'll do the information from the Fibre Bible. If there is anything I don't know or can't find what I want in the Bible, I usually go to Google. Or I've got some other little books that are sheepy bucks. I'll show you them in a minute. They're just giving you random little bits. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry, never mind. I have pressed play. I didn't even think I'd press record then, not play. I thought, oh God, here we go. I'm going to have to do it all over again. And how are you supposed to do that when you've already used it? You can hear the kitty cats in the background. So, there we go. We've got two lovely Dorset horn rolags that we'll spin on Gwen. But before we do that, I'm just going to have a drink and then we will go through information in the Fleece and Fibre Source book. So, I have to move that out of the way. So yeah, I'll be back in just a sec so we can have a read through the Dorset horn and then have a look at the facts and things like that. Right, so Dorset horn and Dorset polled, or polled Dorset. So the Dorset horn came into existence hundreds of years ago though its origins are a mystery. Many historians think it was developed through crossbreeding Spanish merinos with native horn-bedecked Welsh sheep. Others speculate that it came strictly from centuries of selection within the native sheep population of southern England. Whichever way these Dorsets came into being, they spread across a wide swathe of England and Wales and then around the globe. One of the things that drove Dorset's popularity was their prolificity, I think that's what that says. They were able to mate throughout the year, use regularly produced twins, and triplets were common. For many sheep breeds, estrus comes seasonally in the winter months, so ewes can only give birth once each year in the spring. A sheep that can breed throughout the year can produce lambs for the Christmas meat market, or it can lamb 3 times in a year, both advantages from a non-fibre productive standpoint. The Dorset horn was the only major British breed that exhibited this non-seasonal breeding trait. Interestingly, the polled version of the Dorset was developed in 2 independent locations. The Aussies started on the project in 1940s. They breed horns out of the Dorsets with minor infusions of hornless breed bloodlines such as Ryland and Corriedale. Polled Dorsets in North America came from a breeding project at North Carolina State University that began in 1956. Dorset horns were first imported to Oregon in the 1860s, and the scientists in North Carolina selected for the horn-free trait after it showed up as a mutation in a flock they kept for research purposes. Polled Dorsets are now far more common than their horned siblings, which are a conservation, which are on conservation lists. Whew, big words. I feel like my chair's gone down again. I'm not high enough. Where are we? List. From a fibre standpoint, the fleeces of these Dorsets are quite similar. The wool is very white with an organised, regular and relatively fine crimp pattern in both fibre and lock. It feels somewhat crisp or firm. Yeah, that's what I thought, so it's more of a medium to me. With good body that carries over to the yarn. Micron count range between 26 and 33, so yeah, a medium, which means that finer fleeces will be appropriate for next to the skin, where the coarser ones will be directed towards outerwear and household textiles that don't need to be super soft. Polled Dorsets from the Australian and New Zealand sources, now found in the UK as well, are more likely to have wool with some down-like qualities, denser, squarer staples and more bounciness. The Dorset's fibre is reluctant to felt. Oh, now I didn't know that. Dorsets are frequently crossed with other breeds. The most common cross you're likely to encounter is the Dorset Fin. Oh, well, there you go. So there's your Dorset Horn, and there's your Dorset Polled. And then, right, Dorset Horn and Polled Dorset facts. Right, yeah. Fleece weight, 4.5 to 9 pounds, which is 2 to 4.1 kilogram. Staple length, 2.5 to 5 inches, or 6.5 to 12.5 centimetres. God, that's long. Fibre diameter, so the micron count is 26 to 33 microns. US standard breed calls for 26 to 32 microns. Lock characteristics: dense locks with strong but irregular crimp in the fibres that is also evident in the staple formation. Natural colours: most of the wool is white, and coloured fibres or kemp will disqualify animals from some of the breed societies. There are some coloured Dorsets, but not many. So that's a Dorset Horn, which looks near enough black. Its little tips. Using Dorset Horn and Polled Dorset fibre. Dyeing: the whites are very white and so will take colours clearly. Oh, that's a good job of trying this out, isn't it? Fibre preparation and spinning tips. This is a very versatile, moderate wool, amendable to carding or combing, depending on length. It can also be spun from the staple. The longer fleeces with more open crimp patterns are quite easy to spin, and the more downlight fleeces with shorter staples may require more experience to control. Knitting, crocheting and weaving: this fleece can be spun either for airiness, woolen, or compactness, worsted, whatever you, and is appropriate to use with all techniques for making everyday garments, blankets and the like. Best known for versatile medium wool, cleanly white in most cases, and some black sheep as well. So let's do a 2-ply woolen, and then we'll look at the dyed wool. And once that's dry, we'll get that put into rolags and we'll get them both spun. Sounds like a plan. Right, be back shortly. So the bright aqua is washed and dried. As it's so small, it's all been done in one go. And yes, it's soaked up all the dye. I had clear water. I should have shown you because you're never going to believe me. But I will show you it next time. So I'm just going to make a couple of roll legs out of this. And then we'll start spinning. Yay! So, I'm just going to break that into two just to make it a bit easier because it's come undone. You'll notice as well that because it's been wet and dye's on it, even just soaking it, the crimp has come back into the fibre, so it is quite a crisp, bouncy, stretchy kind of wool. I am liking it, so I do believe Dorset Horn may be a keeper. If you catch my drift, we'll definitely use it again. I mean, for find ones that I don't like, that is gonna happen just because it's me. I'm a fussy person when it comes to next to the skin soft, because if it makes my hands itch, then it ain't going near anywhere else, especially not my neck or my arms, because I can't do with that type of irritation. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's making my hands itch. It's close to that point, but it's not doing it. So yeah, I will definitely, more than likely, get Dorset Horn again. We'll see how it spins first, but it has taken the dye absolutely wonderfully. Straight from the top and down. We may get 3 roll legs from this, but I'm going to try just keep it as 2 each, 2 either way. There we go, right. So, just roll that on. Lift slightly, then draft. Pull it through the teeth. Don't be shy, but just loosen again before you roll it up and remove that bit of fibre. There we go. So that's one. I would say it feels a lot crisper once dyed. So from that is really, really soft compared to that. So it is definitely more medium once it's been messed with. Once it's been, what's the word? You're not messing with it. You're dyeing it. What's the word? Ugh, I can't think. But yeah, it definitely feels softer when it's more soft when it's natural. So we've got a bit there, just lift that up. So just gonna do this last one. So it will be two roll legs for each colour, for the natural and the, there we go. So if I were to work with Dorset Horn again, I'd more than likely, oh look, there's my hair, we don't want mine there. More than likely spin it natural and then dye it, because it may feel completely different, but we'll see. Let's get on with spinning these. So we're going to start with the natural. Gwen's all ready, she's been polished. Yes, this is Jack Rabbit's what do you call it, flyer and bobbin and whatnot. You can tell because it's completely different colour, but we've got to work with these things. I wanted Gwen to work, so yeah. Right, let's go. Come on, I don't usually do that. I just pulled it rather than, right, so that tension is quite high, but no, it's too high. Right, got to remember I haven't been on Gwen for quite some time, so off again. Just remove that. I'm going to let you see it all because we're not perfect. None of us are perfect. That's my finger. Right, so start again. Drop the tension just a tad. And away we go. Come on, sweetie. There we go. There we go, right. Come on. I need you to draw on. I know you don't like this bit. Right. She doesn't like the knots. As you can see, it gets stuck. So I just need to hook that over there. And she'll draw on now. Just voila. There we go. So I'm gonna do long draw. I'm not looking for perfection on these right now. It does need a bit more. So I'm gonna go with that. Let that draft draw into there because wow, what's going on? What's going on? Right, so go in, sweet pea. I love you. Can we stop being awkward? That's just... that is too much tension, because I can't even... it's just... I'm just going to add twist. Might not have enough twist. I don't usually do long draw on Gwen either, so that could be a problem. Right, on you go. Right. There we go, sweetheart. You allow that drafting twist, and on you go. Right. I just can't. I think what it is because she is a production wheel. She does need a tension up quite high, but if I have it too high, it's not going to work. So trying to find the perfect tension for what I'm doing is going to be slightly harder than usual, but I'll get there. Not going to be even, and I don't expect it to be. I'm having to feed this on because if I have the tension any higher, it's going to pull it out of my hands, and we don't want that. We want the twist to go in, and we want it to feed in nicely. So do this bit again, add the twist in. Gwen is noisy, she's quite chattery when her bobbin's empty, so I do apologise for anyone who doesn't like a chatty bobbin. But Gwen likes chatting, she is a chatty little chatterbox. And yes, I do move my hooks so I can fill my bobbin nice and neat. So, let's go. Right. So we have got thinner bits and thicker bits throughout this. It's not going to be an even spin. Don't, please, no, let me save you. Right, that way. That's not got enough twisting, and I can feel it coming apart. So yeah, I'm just saving this part. Like I said, there is a lot of tension in this, and it is pulling it out my hands. It'd be alright if I were doing a worsted, you know, a short forward draw. I'd be able to, I'd be alright. But I need to figure Gwen out again. She's beautiful, we need to use her. And I do every now and then like to spin Rolex. So I'm going to struggle with the rest of this, and then I'll come back when I'm going to ply it. I'm going to do the turkey hand ply, so the bracelet ply for a 2-ply, and fingers crossed this works. Yeah, I'll be back shortly. So right now I'm just trying to do the turkey hand. I'm not very good at it, but we're going for it. Excuse me. Oh, hang on. No, I went all the way around my wrist then. That way, that way. I've got more than I thought I had, so I'm going to have to be careful because that's starting to squish my hand now. Oh, I've done it again. Right. Up, round, up, round, up, round, up, round. So I'll be back in just a sec. So I just need to get this in here. I did squish my finger a bit and it did end up snapping, but it's all good. I worked it out in the end. It all worked out in the end. Right, so we're not doing that now. let's go that way. And I need some tension. Which way? That way. So I have to loosen it all the way off. There we go. More tension. And then get that over there. I ain't done this on Gwen for so long. Oh, I need tension, Gwen. No. There we go. Right. Oh, bugger. So I obviously haven't done my singles well enough. I think this was why I always end up doing chain ply. No. So, see, it's not easy for us that have been spinning for years either. We still have a few little hiccups. And now all I'm going to do is splice these two bits with these two bits when I find them. There it is. Right. One there. So you're just lining them up together. So that one on there. That one with that one. That one with that one. And allow the twist to do its job. It's still not doing it though. To be fair, I don't know why it's not pulling on either, because I've got the tension all the way up. I think this is why I didn't ply on Gwen. I think I'm remembering things. Right, so yeah, I'll definitely be spinning a single on Gwen, but then I'm going to have to ply on Kromsky because this is taking Michael, really. Sorry, she is noisy. Let's see if that's any better. No. See if a bit of speed will help. A little bit, I suppose. Let's get both legs up. working a bit better with speed. Just allow it to pull it on, keep enough space between so it gets enough twisting. With ply, should I say. Get a nice little rhythm going. She does squeak. She is a heavy reel. Forget how heavy she is. So this is nearly done. Oh, it wasn't that bad once I got into it. Right, so that's that done, although I will say, I don't know if you can see it actually, it's starting to irritate my hands, so I think it might just be a little bit too coarse, but that could be just because I've just had to wrap it all around my hands, so we'll see. Right, let's get this off. Niddy noddy. Right, so I do need to put the tension down. Sorry, I didn't mean to bash you. I'm just dropping tension down. Seeing as she had a lot. A lot of tension on. There we go, they should start spinning freely now. Yeah. Right. So, see how many so-called yards we've got. This is 1.5 yards. So I'll just stand up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like we're just staying at that. I can't be bothered trying to fix that bit. So the first part of the row lag that I did obviously wasn't as good as the rest of it once I got into it. Obviously didn't let enough twist go in. So we'll just have it as it is. It's all good. It's just a test. It's not... It's just a little study that we're doing. It's nothing spectacular. It's not like I'm selling it. I don't think I'd sell Dorset horn, to be fair. And that's just because I think it's be alright for socks, I suppose, maybe. So might be a little bit over, but it's all good. Just put that on there. Wow. Just tighten it all up. I want enough twist in it so it looks really pretty. And I can't do that holding on to both ends. So, you know, niddy noddy turns into a skein twister as well. Just to give it a bit of help along the way. So I can have pretty nice. So that's that one. Now to spin the bright aqua ones. Whoa, look at them compared to that. Wow, they're in your face. So I'm just going to get this off here. And we're going to do it's a woolen that I do, but I let the twist in and then I draft. So it's like a short forward back all in one. And then, yeah, it just seems to get the twist in that I need for the single. So, yeah, I'll be back in just a sec because I want to make a brew. So, about to start with the bright aqua. I want to go that way. I'll show you what I mean by, so, right, no, this is too much. I just need to top off some tension. And I'm going to allow twist into the roll leg, but then pull back and push forward at the same time. You can't see, so just allow twist in, and well, I'm pulling forward and back at the same time, and I'm just allowing this twist to go in before I take it off that hook. There we go. Number one. So it's very, still a lot of tension in that. I need it on Gwen, I don't know. Right, so yeah, I'm doing it ever so slightly however it wants to do it, so excuse me, it's not quite long draw, but it is, twist is going into the roll lag and I'm pulling it out of the roll lag, rather than during long draw you pull the roll lag away from the twist. So yeah, something along them lines. So yeah, you can see I'm inching it forward as I draft. So letting the twist in and then pull, draft forward, and that's allowing it to go onto the bobbin, as well as sort of like use the twist for the long draw kind of, the woolen kind of spin. I don't think I'm explaining it right, but I've never actually seen anyone do it this way, so I'm not even sure if it's got a name, but it works, so I'm using it. I do keep trying to go into long draw, and I do have to stop myself, because otherwise it doesn't draw onto the bobbin properly. Right, so I will be back once I've spun up these. Once I've spun up these roll lags, I've got them two, no, that one, and them three. So those four to do. I'll get this done. I'll come back when it's time to ply, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I've already taken it off. I'm gonna persevere with Gwen. We're gonna do it all on Gwen, because I will get better. I will get better. I will remember how to spin on Gwen, before I got these new fandangled ones that make life a hell of a lot easier. Right. So, back to the two-ply. Hopefully I've already got her into position with the, there we go, that's what I'm waiting for. Always gets stuck. Right, so I hope I've got her into position with the, what do you call it? What do you call it? I don't know. Tension. I knew what I meant. I just didn't know what I meant at the same time. I do believe I might need to put some more tension. And I need to go just a tad. Good start. Yeah, and now I need to change hook. What a surprise. Right, and again, go for it. Oh, it's been so long since I've done two plies. Next one. Speed up. Perfect. So I'll just take this off onto knitting on it, and then we'll do conclusion. I'm just impressed I haven't got blue hands, so that proves that it took all the dye, because I always have coloured hands if I haven't done it right. So, niddy noddy. I have just put a bit of wax on the screw bit, but I can only get so far. And then, there we go, it's working now. Look, difference between waxed and not waxed, but I can't get to the other part because it's inside the wood. So, right. Start with this, wrap that around there, get hold of that, and begin. So I'm going to stand up because it's just easier to do it this way. I don't know if you want to actually see it being done, so I'll just... There we go. I'll just tie it off and whatnot, and I shall be back in just a second. So, we have both done. We struggled with the first one because I'm getting to know Gwen again, because it's been a year and a half, 2 years since I've been on Gwen, something like that. And we got there in the end. I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm going to be really quiet. I'm going to squish it. And this is what I mean by crisp. Can you hear that? I'll try again, just to make sure, because I can't tell because I haven't got headphones on, so I don't know. So, that was the blue one. See if it does it with... And that's the white one. So, when it's dyed, it definitely has a bit more crispy crunch, but not as much. Well, I can put it with Texel close to the skin. This slightly coarser than Texel. I wouldn't use it up close. It's got that little scratchy irritation. I'd say this were more like something to go over garments, blankets, socks. Actually, no, I don't think I could cope with it as a sock either. But yeah, this is my thoughts. Let's go back. So, it's definitely a medium wool. I've put down here, I've put half the comb top in a jar to dye, which we all saw, and the other half was normal. We put them into Rolags. Yeah, I've put here very crisp. I'd maybe use it for leg warmers. I think that's what I've put. Leg warmers. Does take the wool. Does take the dye amazingly. It really does. It soaked up that dye. Wow, is all I can say. As you can tell now, it's darkened off. We are at 20 to 9 at night. We're getting there. So what I'm going to do with this is I want a comparison wall hanging. Sorry, that's my hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave them. So this will be at the bottom or the top, and it'll work its way down or up in order, in breed order, breed study order. So I was going to do it on my loom, but I have down here an old frame. think that would be cool to have. Like, put the warp in, and then I can do the weft, and then put a stick in top, add it, and then it can go on the wall. In this, I might do it that way and do the weft. I mean the warp that way and then the weft. We don't know yet, but I do believe it will be that way. And then when it's done, it's gonna go on the wall up on here. So I have plans. I just hope it works for a change. So I'll put that back under there. I'm not sure if I buy it again. I've put a maybe down. Maybe buy again. And it is quite a slippery spin, even in Rolex, but that could be due to me still not knowing when. So I'm going to put that down as a question mark and to revisit maybe with the rest of the 80 gram that I've got. Revisit with leftovers. There we go. So I've added there to revisit with leftovers. So there we go. That's a long one, and I have talked a lot. I will say I need to do some more. Oh, empty brew cup. That's not good. I do need to wax a bit more of Gwen up because she's still squeaking in bits. We'll get there. But she's always been a chatterer. That I can't stop. Even putting my knee on the mother of all and giving her a bit of extra force. It still doesn't quieten her down, but it does a little bit. So I do my best to keep her quiet. Getting a bit warm now. Well, yeah. I do believe that concludes the first part of the breed study. This was Dorset Horn. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all found it informative. I know I did. Seriously. I know I did. What were I going to say? Cheers for that. Flashes. Oh well, it's gone. So, don't forget, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So you don't miss any random uploads that I put up, because I don't have a set day. I don't have a set time. It's as and when I can be bothered. Not bothered, but more have the time and be bothered. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I get a bit, and it's not you lot, it's me, because I said to myself, I need to finish this bobbin, and I finished the bobbin and then decided to start a new one. So now all I can say to myself is, right, I need to get that finished. I've finished the one on the Kromsky, that needs plying. I've nearly finished the one on the Kiwi, but it's taking forever because I'm spinning cobweb like a fool. A cobweb single. It will turn into a lace once plied. Pardon me. So, I've done the subscribe, I've done the upload, I've done this and other. Thank you so much for watching. So no matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night time, I want you to do what you love doing. Love and hugs to all you fantastic people out there. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye, my beautifuls.